you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Katie, and today I'm doing a very different video than I have ever done here on YouTube, and it is a what my dog eats in a day. I know that sounds crazy, but Louis is on a home-cooked diet. I have spent so much time putting research into what he should be eating, what he shouldn't be eating. This initially got triggered because my dog that passed away had kidney disease and needed to be on a home-cooked diet so we could control the amount of protein he was getting and carbs and all of that. So that's how Louis ended up on a home-cooked diet. He was not going to let his brother eat chicken and green beans while he ate dry kibble. And I, after doing so much research, now know that I would never ever feed my dog dry kibble again. So I just thought I would take you through his daily eating routine. My dog is overweight, Louis. Charlie was never overweight, he was the opposite. But Louis is the type of dog that if food is down, he will eat it. Even if he's full, even if he makes himself sick, he will continue to eat it. He's gluttonous. Whereas Charlie was the kind of dog that from the day we got him, you had to leave food down all the time, because he was always like, he would grab a little bite here, maybe a little bite there, you know what I mean? He was a nibbler. So anyways, Louis is on a really strict diet right now. He only gets 400 calories per day in order for him to hit his optimum weight, which is 35 pounds. Right now he is 43 pounds. And then once he gets to the 35 pounds, he can go back up to like right around 450 to 500 calories a day, depending on his exercise. So for today, he is not getting a walk. We're gonna play inside. We have a hurricane and it's not doing anything as far as rain or wind. All it did was just sucked the wind right off the island, and it is so hot and so humid. It's only 7:40 and yet I have to have my air conditioning on, which doesn't ever happen. I usually always have my windows open until right around 2 p.m. and then flip the air on for a couple hours. But yeah, it's just horrific. So he will not be going out in that today because he has a pretty thick coat, and which we keep cut short in the summer, but he just gets so like huffy puffy in this type of humidity. But let's start with his breakfast, which he's oh so excited about. So I take one of these bowls, and he gets a little bit of goat's milk. Like I said, this is something he's super excited about. He loves his milkies. That's what we call it. So we just shake it up. Goat's milk is actually really good for dogs. I didn't know this for a long time. I give him about 1/3 of a cup, and I've mastered the pouring of it myself. So, is baby ready for milkies? Did the baby want his milkies? Come on. Oh, he just loves it. So while he drinks that, I'm gonna get his vitamin and greenie ready. He'll drink the milk very quickly because he loves it so much. So this vitamin right here, Louis has arthritis, which I'm hoping the goat's milk is gonna help with because it's supposed to be good for inflammation. But so this is just a little, it looks like this, and it's just like a little soft chew that has something in it to help him with the pain of the arthritis. I notice a difference when he takes it. We ran out for a few days and we were waiting for them to get delivered. These are called Dasquin shoes. I'll leave the link down below. You can get them off Amazon. We were waiting for them to get delivered, and he like would yelp when he jumped off the couch, even though he's not supposed to. We have pet stairs, but still he would yelp. He would like get really stiff in the mornings, and it would take him a while to get up, and when he did get up, he'd be limping a little bit. But taking the Dasquin shoes, like literally totally different dog. I take them out of the ugly yellow bag they come in, and I just put them in a little doggy treat jar. And keep it in his little section of the cabinet. Then he gets a greenie. Now, I'm totally against greenies, but he absolutely loves this. And I have yet to find something I can replace it with that's natural. And he'll only take his vitamin if he's getting some sort of reward out of it, which is for now the greenie. I have a healthier option treat in the cabinet that I've been giving him. He's been rejecting, but slowly but surely we're getting him to... Oh, done with your milkies. I'm sorry. Okay, come here. Can you sit? Good boy. I always cut it in half because it's a little bit big for him to take the whole thing. I don't want him to choke on it. That's a good boy. Can you come? Come. Sit. There you go. Greenie time. And that is breakfast. He's gonna go to the living room now. So Louis normally gets his afternoon greenie later in the afternoon. Oh, you're so cute. It's 12:45 right now, and he will not leave the kitchen. So I'm gonna give him his afternoon greenie now, and he won't get one today at 3. I don't know why he feels like, maybe it's because we did get up a little bit earlier, so he feels like everything in his routine is shifting. There you go, Bob. Oh, he's a happy boy now. Oh, you need some more lovins. You need some more lovins. Oh, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So it's Louis' dinner time. It's actually a little bit early. It's about 45 minutes early, but he's acting like he's dying. So basically what I do is every Saturday I cook his food, and then I weigh it on a kitchen scale that looks like this, and he gets exactly 8 ounces of food, which is equivalent to 250 calories of his dinner. The rest of his allotted calories he gets with the greenies and the goat's milk, and that little vitamin that he takes. So what I do is I measure them out, put them in Ziploc bags, and then on the day of, I pour it in onto a plate and put it in the microwave for exactly 30 seconds. That way it doesn't get too hot and it's not cold either, because he won't eat cold food. I put it onto a paper plate because Louis has really long ears, and the bowls, for some reason, his ears like rub against the bowl and it gets like filled with food on his ears, and I don't like that. He really doesn't like that. He won't eat out of a bowl anymore. And I know, just a second, he's getting so impatient. And so if I tried to give this to him in a bowl, he wouldn't eat it. So he just gets it on a paper plate. Okay, so I take his food and I just dump it onto the plate, making sure to get all of it, even the little fat bits, because the oil that I use to cook his food is sardine. It's olive oil from a sardine can, and so it's like all the brain power in there, all his omega-3s. This is what the food looks like. It has beef and chicken. That's called, in like the home cooked food online community, they call it Franken meat, which it means it's like a combination of meats. So this is chicken and beef, or actually it's ground turkey, not chicken, ground turkey and ground beef. He doesn't get anything that isn't ground, because then he'll pick it out and not eat the rest. He has mostly, I know baby, hold on. He has mostly green beans in here though, and green beans act as a great way of bulking up food, but making it really low calorie too. So he has lots of green beans, and then just a few little tiny chunks of sweet potato. Sweet potato is good for fiber, but dogs don't need a lot of carbohydrates. So if you're switching to home cooked diet and your dog, you're feeling needs something, because they do need fiber, you just don't want a ton, try sweet potato, or pumpkin is like a really good option, especially if they have an upset stomach. So then what I do is I take a little bit, this is Fresh Cap Thrive mushroom powder, and there's a little scooper in here. So I take a little capful and I just pour it over the top And then I get some of this. This is by a brand named Purium. You can use any brand you want. And this is Ionic Elements, which is trace minerals. And I put a couple little drops over. I also have CBD oil in here and some probiotic tablets, which I open up and sprinkle the powder over. It's all about what's good for your dog, and you'll figure that out as you're going along. So, but something you can't skip on is the trace minerals and then adding some fat into their diet. Okay, and when I say adding fat, I mean adding like coconut oil, or what I do where I cook his food in the green beans or in the olive oil that comes in the sardine can. This is the actual one that he gets. It's Wild Planet sardines. He actually eats the sardines on Saturday night and gets the olive oil from there. Okay, Bubba, are you ready for your dinner? I know you're so impatient. He says, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. This is his eating spot. And now he's just gonna go to town eating that. He always eats the outsides and then works his way into the middle so that his ears don't get dirty. Like, he's so smart. I just love it.
When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come up with some words to say. That's not okay. When you feel like you're fed up with heartbreak, and you know that you can't take another day. Well, that's not okay. We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? When you're moving your feet on the dance floor, and you don't care a thing about a word they say. That's how we play. That's how we play. I am here with my friends and we're dancing. We can feel all the obstacles go away.
So I've turned off the stove and I'm just gonna let this sit here, and it'll continue to get a tiny bit softer as it like cools, even though the heat isn't on anymore. For Louis, he actually does not like really soft food. He wants more texture to it, which is one of the reasons why when I tried him on the farmer's dog, he didn't like it, because there was no texture to it at all. It's all blended together. And that's also why I have to hand chop everything. He doesn't like when it's in the food processor because it's not textured enough, and also he can eat too quickly. So with this, it's chunkier. He eats a lot slower. It takes him about 15 minutes to finish his meal, which is exactly what I want. And then also he just likes that extra texture in it. But every dog will be different, so just kind of pay attention of whether your dog is being fussy about it or not. Is he being fussy when it's more textured? Is he being fussy when it's smoother? That kind of thing, and that'll kind of give you your guide as to what you should be doing with it.
All night long, we got it going, and the dance goes on. We got it going, and I am here, and I move with my body, move with my body. All night long, we got it going, and the dance goes on. We got it going, and I am here, and I move with my body, move with my body.
So I hope this video was somewhat informative for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. As I said, I highly recommend Dogs Naturally magazine. It is filled with resources about literally everything regarding pets. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!